Hey VR friends, this is Tetiana, and if you're lucky and your significant other is also into VR gaming, or maybe you just have a friend who also has an Oculus Quest 2, then you might be on the lookout for fun and chill VR games to play with them. In fact, recently my significant other has finally got his Quest 2, and we've been actively looking for some fun games to play together to unwind after a long working days. And now I'm ready to share with you my top 10 VR games to play with your girlfriend, boyfriend, or just a friend to relax and spend some quality time together. It is especially easy to do with the recent Quest 2 function called app sharing, which allows you to share the games that you have bought on your account with one additional Facebook account. And that works out perfectly if you have a permanent VR gaming buddy, so that you never have to buy one and the same game twice. Alright, so let us start with a list of top 10 relaxing multiplayer VR games that are perfect for chatting and bonding while playing. If you're ready, let's go! The first and definitely my favorite one on the list is 11 Table Tennis. It's an incredibly realistic ping pong simulation game which you can play with an AI, with your friends, or get matched with random players. It's got really detailed physics settings where you can set things like bounciness of the paddle and weight of the ball, and you can also set up different colors for your ball and the table. I love playing table tennis, and we often play it to unwind. It's so fun because you can just chat through the game, or even just chat and goof around. Definitely a must-have game to play with your friend or significant other. Number 2 is DEMEO, my new favorite VR tabletop game, which is so original, polished, and addicting. Even if you're not the biggest fan of tabletop games, DEMEO is a must-have. You pick one of 4 characters, and together with your friends, you go deep into the dungeons in this turn-based RPG. You'll test your team working skills by building a strategy to defeat monsters and get to the exit. And this game has an incredibly high replayability, as every level is infested with different and random monsters, and you have to build your strategy accordingly. It works great with 2 players, but even better with 3 or 4, because playing with 2 characters is a little more challenging. So grab your friends and dive into DEMEO. Tons of fun encounters and nerve-wracking situations are guaranteed. Thank you goes to the channel's continuing sponsor CityKeyOffers.com, a great online retailer, and if you go to their website, you'll be able to purchase different keys on digital games and software, even the activation keys for Windows 10. I myself have bought a Windows 10 activation key from them after tolerating this ugly watermark in the bottom right corner for way too long. Simply click on the key that you want to buy, follow the directions, log in with your account, and complete the payment using my special discount code VR20, which will give you a 20% discount on all these keys. Your key will come to you right after you complete the payment, and you will be able to use it to activate your Windows immediately. And just like that, the watermark will be gone. Check out my video if you would like to see the full purchase and activation process. Another simulation game that I enjoy playing with my husband is WALKABOUT MINIGOLF. This game is very chill, but it gets pretty competitive as you're trying to score better than your opponent. It has so many fun courses, including even a space course, each having 18 holes, so it'll take you a really long time before you learn all of them and get bored. And these courses are pretty challenging. It's easy to get frustrated when you fail to hit the ball the way you want it, but it also builds the real-life skill, as the physics is very realistic here. I also like it that I can play with just one controller. If you want some challenge and competition, grab your friend and play some WALKABOUT MINIGOLF. Good luck! And here's another excellent tabletop game, CATAN. CATAN is one of the most famous board games, and I absolutely adore it. But the problem is that normally you need at least 3 players to play. That is of course before CATAN was introduced in VR. The VR version of CATAN allows you to jump in the game with just one friend, and the 3rd or 4th spots will be filled with an AI. No joke, my husband and I have been playing CATAN for several nights in a row when we first discovered it, because we could finally enjoy this game with just the 2 of us playing. If you want, instead of an AI, you can invite a random player online and maybe even make a new friend. I love it that the game tracks the rules of CATAN, so it's nice to have a hassle-free way to play your favorite tabletop game. Next on the list is Forever Bowl, a VR bowling simulator which is also among my favorites. Bowling in general is a very social game, and people usually go to bowl mostly to hang out with each other and chat rather than engage in intense gaming. And Forever Bowl gave me that same vibe because you can hang out with your friends in the lobby, pick up your favorite music, and of course head to the bowling alley where you can chit chat with your friends while you're playing. It's a very relaxing setting with some awesome song selection and a large collection of beautiful bowling balls that you will unlock during the game. A relatively active game, Racket and X, is definitely among our favorites. It reminds me of squash, which is also a racket sport played by 2 players, and you can play it by yourself as well, but it's so much more fun to play in a co-op with your friend or a significant other. Your goal here is to hit the ball and direct it to cover all the shiny cells on the wall within a limited time, and this game is insanely addicting. Definitely try the multiplayer mode if you haven't already. If both you and your friend know how to play chess, then head to Chess Club, a new VR chess simulator released in June of this year. This game looks very polished and smooth, and you will even get to play as these moving creatures, just like in a Harry Potter movie. You can play against the AI, some random players, or in a local multiplayer. Unfortunately, the game doesn't have a tutorial, so you will need to be familiar with the rules of chess before you can enjoy Chess Club. But overall, I really love this chess interpretation. SCRAMBLE is a super colorful, vibrant, and cartoonish sports simulator, which is a great choice if you want to play something goofy. In this game, you can choose to play one of the 3 sports: tennis, baseball, or bowling, but each game has a twist. In tennis, your racket and the ball can change into something completely different. In bowling, you may throw some bombs and other random objects, and in baseball, your bat may change into something weird like pool noodle. This game is really fun and quirky, and a lot less realistic than 11 table tennis and Forever Bowl, and it makes a perfect game to wind down and just have some fun. Sewer is probably the most relaxing multiplayer game you've ever played. In this game, you place tiles which have paths outlined on them and move your stone following those paths. As other players also place tiles on the board, you need to be careful because their tiles may lead your stone in the wrong direction. Your goal is to stay on the board for as long as possible or to create the longest path. This game has several different modes and you can play with an AI or with friends. It's a very laid-back game, but unfortunately, it doesn't take advantage of their mic, so you can't talk to your friend unless they're in the same room as you. Either way, it's a very chill and relaxing game that we really enjoy playing from time to time. Real VR Fishing is another pretty relaxing choice of the game, and with the Together edition released last year, you can now fish with your friends while chit-chatting and just spending some quality time together. It's not competitive, at least not that much, and you'll get to enjoy the tranquility of fishing without getting messy and stinky. Fishing might not be for everyone, but in VR Fishing, you get to enjoy all the pleasures of fishing without the usual mess that comes with it. A very realistic looking and a very satisfying game. Try it with your friends. Honorable mentions go to Rec Room, Beat Saber, Echo VR, Poker Stars, VR Chat, and Arizona Sunshine, but please remember that those games are either active or include interactions with random people, so they're somewhat different from the games in my top 10 list. Still, let me know in the comments below what you think about my choices and whether you would like to add more games that would be nice to play for a quiet evening of chill VR gaming. Remember to subscribe to Disco VR if you found value in this video. I greatly appreciate your support. Please stay safe and as always, happy gaming!